Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to season 5 of the 100. I'm a little bit bunged up today, a little bit of sniffles, but I'm okay. Nothing to worry about. It's just a little bit of a cold, and I'm sure it will go away very soon. But I just want to explain if I sound bunged up, or if I sneeze a lot, or sniffle a lot. That's why. Especially if you're on Patreon, I have to sit through the whole episode and not the stuff that I cut out for YouTube. But yes, back to the 100. Last episode was really good. It was called Pandora's Box, and we finally got the bunker reopened. So much happened last time. The bunker was opened. They let out everyone that was still alive down there. I believe they said it was 800-ish people still left. So quite a lot of people did get killed with those cage fighty type situations. And obviously there was one crew, Blood Rainer. Things are looking quite serious. And there was the Dark Year that they talked about, which they haven't really gone into any detail yet about what that's about. But I do know from looking at the episode titles for the season, there's one towards the end of the season called the Dark Year. So I presume that's going to focus on what happened then. The people from the bunker and Dios's crew and that are now at war with each other. But then they tried to kill the people up on the ship. But rather than that, stopped that by opening up all the cryogenic vessel things that were there, and so they couldn't kill them, so they're now going up to the ship to try and get Raven, and they needed a doctor, so they got Abby, but Kane went with her. There was a lot, but it was really cool to see all the people kind of starting to interact with each other again. All our characters are now free-flowing amongst each other's storylines and stuff, so that's pretty interesting to see. I'm intrigued to know where things go with this war, and they've got those badass guns, which I actually really enjoy watching those guns. They're very sci-fi, and they're very cool. I feel like every normal season of the 100, there's going to be a lot of casualties this season, whether it's people that we know or even just background characters, but just the fact there's a war. They've got these big-ass sci-fi guns that they use. I think it could be pretty cool. And I'm excited to jump into this episode, which is called Shifting Sands. The only thing I can think that might be referring to is maybe just the changing landscape of everything on the show, the shifting sands, the changing world that we live in. Obviously, they go from the bunker to out of the bunker to now they're at war, to this, to that. I could be completely wrong. There could be something else it's referring to. Let's jump into the episode to find out what it's about. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode and the reaction. And if you want to watch a full reaction to this episode, there's a Patreon link in the description box down below if you are interested in helping support the channel. Let's jump into Season 5, Episode 5 of the 100, Shifting Sands.
Could have used you in the bunker, Clark.
Well, she was a bit busy. She tried to get into the bunker, but there was rubble.
Why was she afraid? Jackson, hey.
I think you find his name is Ben.
Please help me to understand what happened down there.
Jackson. Hey.
Yay. Kiss, kiss,
Be safe,
kiss,
okay?
kiss, kiss. I like these two.
Miller.
Where are you going?
Wish I could tell you, Bellamy.
Tavia told me not to.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he's obviously been in that
You're going to Shallow Valley.
world for so many years.
Clark.
That's bunker.
Clark! You can't just do whatever the hell you want here.
I'm guessing you're moving ahead of the army to scout for terrain.
She'll try though, because it's Clark.
It's sandstorm season. The wind moves in a predictable path. I've made the trip dozens of times. Trust me, you need my help.
Is it passable or not?
Yes, maybe. But you have to understand.
Maybe's good enough for me. Let's move on.
Listen, Octavia, come on.
Stand down.
Please, just hear us out.
Octavia, we're all on the same team.
It's funny, is which season it was, there was some comments that would be saying like, Clark inserts himself into every possible situation. I mean, she's trying to help, but it's funny that like, they've got a plan and Clark's like, I have to be the one to help.
It's not just sand. Some of it crystallized in prime fire.
Well, from a story point of view, I get why.
Shards of glass like razor blades.
Ooh.
Your tents will be torn to shreds, and so will you.
Blood Rainer is right. Besides, we can only carry rations for 7 days. The sea route will take 6.
So if this is the last living valley on Earth, then it should be ours.
Yoza thinks the same thing.
She does.
And so we fight.
Am I crazy? Or are they gonna kill me for getting in our way?
Yeah, they're definitely all very devoted to
Maybe
Blood
if you're in
Rainer.
trouble. I have to go with them.
No, Lieutenant, they're not crazy. They're fanatical. And fanatics make good soldiers.
Yeah.
I say we let them go.
You really want to let another 50 in? Motivated, disciplined soldiers.
Yeah.
I suppose you have a better idea.
Yes. Get my missile system back online. If this Raven that you're so impressed by won't tell you how she locked us out, use McCreary.
You didn't think that was all I was good for back on the rock.
Oh, baby.
Don't flatter yourself. That was torture too.
Shaw.
Clark drew this.
This is where she lived.
Who is that?
I don't know. We've needed a doctor ever since our ship's physician was killed.
Okay.
Vincent here is your first patient.
What's wrong with him?
It's a privilege to meet you both.
If he's with you, why the collar?
Some of us still have trouble controlling our more primal urges.
Oh.
Do you have some hidden talent I should know about?
I know you need intel on Octavia. What she's capable of. How many guns she has. How many fighters.
Oh, that's right. Oh, such a badass. I can rip a piece of paper. Oh,
Trust traitors.
scared.
They lost 400 people. It's a third of everyone in that bunker. They had no idea if they'd ever get out. Yet, look at them. Strong, unified.
That's
I
a
can see why my mom was terrified, but you got it.
very positive spin to put on the whole situation.
It's impressive.
It's like a cult.
Love no one. And no one can hurt you.
Oh, no.
I love you.
That's really sad. Oh,
Does that make me weak? I would never say that to you, Sarah.
I don't think Angela likes what she's become. She's changed so much.
Come on, Monty.
Hurry, someone help him!
Hello.
Out of my way. I can help. Not you.
The hell has happened to him?
Then I hear him screaming out there. They're everywhere. Then I get to him and there's nothing. It's just more screaming.
Ah! I like insects, bugs.
Something inside him.
Cut him open.
Get him in the tent! Get him in the tent!
Came from the sand.
Sand snake, aren't
We
they?
have to go back.
No.
Octavia, he told Miller that they were everywhere.
Yes, but Miller just said he saw nothing.
Everywhere could mean everywhere inside him. I agree with Blood Raina.
What a surprise.
Of course you do. Yeah, come on, Andrew, you tell her.
March on at first light.
And Obika?
If he's not better by then.
Oh,
I'll end his pain myself.
Andrew's not a happy bunny.
But if you don't tell me right now how to get back into our missiles...
What's the matter with you? Just let me talk to her alone and I'll get it out of her.
Get out for her.
Now, which one of you killed my good friend Kodiak on the mothership?
And Bellamy.
Just back the hell up.
You have 5 seconds to tell me how to unlock those missiles.
McCreary.
I don't know.
2,
Please, I swear to God, I can't
3, 4!
Put down
Shoot him.
the knife.
I don't like the career shooting him. He's like a
You're making a mistake.
ticking time bomb.
Yeah? Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh.
Don't tell him anything. She couldn't even if she wanted to. I'm the one who locked the weapons system.
I think he's going to help them. I really think he's going to turn against them a lot.
So if I didn't say you hacked the missile system, she would have ended it right then and there, and they'd all be dead.
So you let them torture us for nothing.
It wasn't for nothing.
You let them do this to us because of what happens to you if they find out the truth.
No, hey, Raven. Come on, you did just save my life. The least we could do is hear him out. I mean, I am assuming you have a plan to get us out of this, correct?
Yeah. I tell him she came clean, then unlock the missiles.
That plan sucks.
If the alternative is more torture, I think we should at least consider letting him save his ass.
She'll use the missiles. Dioza kept you alive to fly the ship, but you're not one of them. That's why you lied about being locked out of the missiles. And that's why you're gonna help us now.
Raven is a smart cookie, that's for sure.
Just tell me what I need to know and I'll leave you to your shakes and vomiting.
You're not concerned that she's not well when you need her to help.
Has pulmonary tumefaction, most likely caused by whatever you were mining. It presents itself with black spots.
Can you treat it?
It's really difficult without a biopsy. And if it's cancer, then the prognosis is...
It's not cancer. 13 more patients, all with similar symptoms. There's an army marching across the desert to attack me. You think we should invite them over for tea?
Yeah, baby, let's do it.
And thieves he's surrounded
Let's have a nice little tea party.
Speak of the devil, we need to talk. Your pilot pulled a gun on me.
Oh, boo boo.
I'm telling you out of respect, I'm not asking for permission.
Did it hurt your little feelings, McQuarrie? You're such a dick. He pulled a gun on me.
One of them just took off from the aft airlock.
Any more noise?
Oh, thank God. We never knew you guys would be watching the camp. We gotta go, now.
I let Murphy go so she can lock the missiles. Systems armed, problem solved.
Yours have just begun.
Oh, shut up.
Friends still call her, by the way.
You're so annoying.
Thought you'd be funnier.
Clark told her stories. Oh, really? Was I the dashing hero who got the girl?
Oh, yeah.
Or the selfish fool who lost her?
Oh? Why are you here? It's because you love him.
Come on.
Think so?
What does your head say about two armies fighting a war in the only green place on Earth?
Same as yours.
Something is coming. Storm.
Sandstorm.
Walking our way back.
Can we outrun it? As long as it keeps moving laterally from east to west, we shouldn't have to, but if the wind shifts...
The wind doesn't mean one crew. Now there's no choice.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
We're at war, Bellamy.
Only if you insist on fighting it.
Fight or die. That's all there is.
Davia, I don't like it.
I get it. Because you're not one of us.
So be one of you. Because you're about to end his life like he means nothing. I understand that.
Hooper, no.
Show
Hooper.
respect.
Bellamy.
Easy.
I'd stop if I were you.
What's that? Well, she might have to listen to someone else now.
I need a knife now. What are you waiting for? Okay, you gotta stop moving.
Whatever you're going to do.
Oh, God.
Okay,
This is going to be a minging. Oh, you gotta do in these situations.
Murphy says we have a friend inside. If he's right, the eye won't be watching.
You have a window, but you have to move. Now.
Oh, God. Oh, I just moved for the ill.
From missiles in the middle of a wasteland.
If they see us retreat, they'll stand down.
The path home puts us in the middle of a sandstorm.
Those ruins are not our home. That valley is. And we're taking it back to the easy. I'm still in your system.
Get ready to understand.
Fire in the hole.
One more for good luck.
Oh, shush ya. He's like my least favorite character this season. He's just like an irritating little gnat that's always on the side making comments. He pulled the gun on me. Oh, piss off. Crikey. That's scary. That's really scary.
Can we help you? Yours seems to think so.
Which one of these is yours?
He's ill as well. Good.
Can you save me?
Oh, don't do it, Abby.
I'm not sure. Should I save you?
It's an important question.
Spotted an entire battalion huddled in a sandstorm to protect her. You think an army of murderers and thieves would follow me into a sandstorm?
Octavia's people are loyal.
I highly doubt it.
Wishes are for the weak. My father used to say that. He was helping hide me from the SEAL team that was sent to bring me in. My team. They put 2 in his head, just like I trained them. I heard them upstairs and I knew it was over, so I slashed my own throat.
Christ.
As long as she can do her job, we don't have a problem.
Abby's not my wife.
Oh.
Curious.
What's wrong with her? Is it a worm? I don't think so. I'm guessing there's glass in her lungs. We gotta get her back to Polis.
Look, Reyna, there's 11 dead, 12 including Obika.
Take their weapons and their armor. Move the bodies.
Leave them?
There's no time.
Even
The enemy can
Hooper's
see us. It's on the retreat.
interesting. So Hooper is someone who's very much like, listens to Blood Rain and no problem, without question. Isn't on board with that.
Thank you for saving my life.
Saved ours.
He is looking good though, isn't he? Let's be honest.
One crew is strong. Just like their leader.
I'm glad you're alive, big brother.
See, these are the bits of Octavia that I like.
But if you ever
Uh-oh.
speak out against one crew again,
Maybe not.
then you are an enemy of one crew.
Forget what I just said. Ah! I don't like it! Oh, I don't like it. It's weird thing, like they're all like, oh my god, it's Octavia, yay. Octavia's just like, I'm a bitch now. Okay guys, that was my reaction to Season 5, Episode 5 of the 100 Shifting Sands, and I've definitely got a lot of conflicting feelings about everything that's going on this season, just not maybe everything, but like certain things, like in particular when it comes to Octavia's character. Now I think once we know more about the Dark Year, we might understand more of why she is so different from the person that we met, or that we knew before the bunker situation. Now obviously they went through a lot, it's been 6 years they were down there. A lot had to change, a lot of bad things happened, people died, a lot of fighting, she was obviously Sky Ripper, and then one crew was a thing. But she's so dark now to the point where like even her brother, who she loves, who protected her all his life on the Ark and gets her hidden under the floor, and then they like obviously protect each other on Earth and stuff, and who she loves and all this stuff. And even though she said like I'm glad you're alive and all these things, she's still like, if you speak out against me, you're gonna die. And like to say that to someone like Bellamy is kind of sad. That's why I was really conflicting, because part of me is like really sad by the whole thing, because I don't like seeing her like this. I love Octavia, I always have done, but this version of her is a harder pill to swallow. But I do understand it. Like I understand why she's the way she is, and obviously her people are so loyal to her, and that's obviously part of why she's become how she is, because you speak out against her, they get killed, and obviously when you've got all the people around you who support you and lift you up, you start believing that the way you are is fine, and obviously the way she's become is a lot. But yeah, it does make it an interesting storyline, and definitely a whole different dynamic with the characters and everything that we've seen so far in the show. So whilst I am like, Octavia, don't be like this, it is interesting to watch, especially going down a different path. But I'm hoping obviously by the end of the season, next season, whatever, season 7, that she's back to more the Octavia that we know and love, because we see glimpses of it, but she slips back into Blood Rainer, and that's it's dark. It's dark. Yeah, it's a lot. But I do like it. I do feel like with this episode we did miss a whole chunk of stuff. Maybe it's just the way they just decided to write it. But obviously, last episode, the people on the ship broke up, and Dioza and that were like, right, go get Raven. Cool. But the next time we saw them, they had Raven and she was being tortured, and they were back on Earth. So it felt like we missed a big chunk in that middle part where we could have seen like Raven and Murphy trying to survive against these people that had woken up. And then Dioza's that lot came in, stopped the whole situation, captured Raven and Monty Murphy, took him down to Earth. It just felt like there was a bit in the missing there, but maybe it's just the case of they just didn't want to. That for the sake of the story, they moved it on to the next point, which was when they were being tortured. But it is cool that a guy whose name I want to say is Shaw, but every time they mention it, I do forget. Is like working with them, but against them, and it's like a double agent sort of thing. And I really like it because he seems like he wants to do the right thing. Obviously, he's in a difficult situation, but he was obviously helping them move away from the camp that was going to get blown up, but they went into the storm and stuff. And that's also part of why I'm struggling with Blood Rain, is that she's so set in her ways now, and so gung-ho about her ideas are always being the right ones, that she's not always listening to reason, like Clark was saying, like, I went through that desert, it isn't just a desert, there's like sandstorms and glass and this, that and the other. And Octavia was like, well, I was going to go anyway, and obviously then there was the sand snake things, and she just isn't really listening, and that's going to lead more people getting killed. And even the ones that got killed, and like people like Hooper that were following her without question, and she's like, just leave the bodies, whatever. Even Hooper was just like, I don't know if I like that. So that could lead to some sort of coup or something down the line if she keeps making these decisions that are so heartless. Heartless might be the wrong term to use, but these decisions that are very harsh, but understandable to a degree. It could lead to people going against her eventually, like I think with Dioza and McCreary, who I can't stand at the moment. I feel like there's going to be some sort of coup or something there. He might try and take her out because he wants the power, and he's sick of being talked down to or told no, or people not listening to him because he seems like the kind of person that wants to be in charge. I'm also feeling a little conflicted about my feelings towards, say, like the Kane and Abby situation. Like, I think the interesting part is the whole, they've got this illness and they need to try and save them, and it's about the things they were mining on that other planet. That could be some interesting things in the future. But I feel like I've always liked Kane, and I've been kind of one of the people that's actually liked Abby for quite a while. But this storyline, I'm kind of just like I'm not bothered about them particularly. I know it sounds really awful, but there's something about when it cuts to the Kane and Abby stuff, I'm just like, just waiting for it to kind of end and go back to something a bit more interesting. I don't really know why I felt like that. Maybe they have outlived their usefulness. Maybe they're just not getting that interesting storylines. I feel like maybe since they've become a couple, it's not been as exciting to watch. I don't know why that's been such a change, but they're just a kind of like, it's, I don't know. I just, at the minute, when it goes to them, I'm just not that interested in what they're up to. The interesting bit could be this illness that they're trying to solve, potentially, but we'll have to wait and see how that develops. But yeah, right now when it goes to Kane and Abby, I'm just like, cool. Let's go back to Octavia or Clark or Bellamy or Dioza, something a bit more exciting. Octavia was the main thing I took away from the episode, and how much of a different person she's become. And I like that bit right at the end when it was still Bellamy kissing Echo, because not Harper, I keep getting the names mixed up. Octavia was not happy at all. Part of that might be because obviously there was the situation before the bunker where obviously she was banished. That could be part of it, but also it might be a bit like that, but also, why are you kissing my brother? But I feel like Echo might be a bit of a tag on her back now, or at least needs to watch over her shoulder, because Octavia did not look impressed, and she just threatened her brother, and then this other person came in and started kissing her brother, who she already had a bit of an issue with years ago, and just the way she is now is very cutthroat. So Echo needs to watch her back a little bit. But again, more characters have come back. We've got obviously Monty in that now. I've met up with people. Yeah, I'm sure there's bits that I've forgotten about to talk about. So I apologise if there is any major storylines I've forgotten about. But yeah, the guy working with our team, trying to help them, and he blocked their signals or whatever, the weapons, and then help them get away from the thing in time for the missiles. Interesting. Octavia's storyline's quite dark. The Sand Snake things were kind of interesting, like a cool little kind of like chest burster thing. Like it's kind of like the scene from Alien that was quite gruesome. And I've said it from the start that from season 1, I like when it touches on a bit more of the actual other sort of species that would be on this Earth affected by the now 2 apocalypses that have happened, the radiation. I feel like when they do touch on that, it's quite interesting because it's a different sort of dynamic, but also is a real genuine threat that will be there on the planet. Like if we went through an apocalypse, a nuclear apocalypse, twice, there are going to be animals that are affected by that, and I think they should touch on that more, but I've said that since day one, but I feel like it's only going to be like just a little bit here and there, and that was just more to emphasise the point that Octavia should have listened to Clark, but never mind. But yeah, that was episode 5 of season 5 of the 100 Shifting Sands. I feel like the season's definitely very different from what we've seen so far, and I'm liking it. I am. It was always interesting to me how the show feels so different every single season. Like it feels like we've been seasons and seasons and seasons from, you know, the 13 colonies at Polis with the, you know, the Nightbloods and Lexa and the Firekeepers, and all that feels like so long ago. And in the context of the show, it was years and years and years ago. But for us, it's only been like 2 seasons. But it just feels so different from all that. And yeah, I'm interested to see wherever it all goes. Alright, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode Shifting Sands, season 5, episode 5 of the 100. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the videos, let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel. I watch a couple episodes in advance if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for watching, take care, I'll see you all very soon for the next episode. Bye guys, stay safe.